Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to another live episode of Agents in the Trenches. And it is my honor to be here once again with my running mate, Thalia Miranda, talking about the real life struggles of real estate agents in this market. Hey, Thalia, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you and I were talking a little bit behind the scenes on what we were going to be discussing, and I said, let's talk about mega open houses. Guys, right now it's the best time to be at open houses, and I want to discuss that a little bit more because I think there's a lot of agents out there that are struggling with finding those opportunities, and so I want to talk about that. But before we get started, tell us about you, tell everyone who you are, and let's get this episode rolling.
Hey guys, it's Thalia here, the lead agent at Q International Experts. Currently, this makes my year two of being an agent in the trenches. And it's been a wild ride so far, but so grateful and so happy to be taking this journey alongside you, Lucy, Coach Lucy Q. And it's been, yeah, no, I mean, I like what I do, and every day I'm learning and growing, and the growing pains are a challenge, but it means that you're taking one step closer to becoming that person you want to be. So super excited.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm really proud of you because exactly what you're saying is true, guys. There's no shortcuts. I know there's a lot of realtors that got into the business filled with myths and filled with these ideas or this theory that it was going to be fast money, easy money, that it was going to get a fly by night. And I know that the last 5 years of real estate have been easier than normal, but right now is where the rubber meets the road. So getting used to navigating, we are talking a little bit about that, right? So what do I do? And yesterday I put out a reel telling people, I'm like, I need to let people know more about what I do now, right? Because when I had my own Century 21 company, people knew, oh, Lucy Quinones at Century 21, she's the broker there, and she runs the organization, and she's that's her office. But what does Lucy do now? So I was telling people that from 2005, ever since I became a broker, I've never been a competing broker. I've never been a broker that competes against my own. I position myself with the leadership and the mentorship of my friend, my running partner, my business partner, to succeed through the success of my agents, right? So succeeding through the success of my agents, and then that's what I always did from 2005. I got out of the field. I was not out there in the trenches listing and selling property, but I would do it through my agents. And the way that I would facilitate that is through mentorship and coaching and training, which I started doing in 2012, and everything evolved from there. But you and I were talking about, when we talk about navigating these uncharted waters, we don't really understand a lot of times that we are going to find ourselves with situations or challenges with a customer, with a transaction, with another agent. And what do I do, right? In that split moment of decision making, what do I do? So tell us a little bit about, you got into real estate during the easy days as well. Not that real estate is easy because it's simple, but it's not easy. But we all know that it's been real estate on easy street for the last 5 years. But now that you're feeling the waters getting choppy, and now that you are really seeing that, oh my goodness, it's not real estate as usual. What does navigating through the uncharted waters of real estate mean to you?
Well, it means a couple of things. So, one, it's funny because a former agent and I, when we were going out, doing the door knocking and whatnot, and kind of, continuing the momentum that you helped us start, and we faced a couple of situations where we we dealt it as professionally as possible, and then when we got away from it, it was funny because there was this one situation that happened, and we looked at each other and we're like, what would Lucy do? And we, and we laugh because that's what your coaching and your mentoring has kind of like taught us, right? Like, okay, kind of think outside of where we're at, you know, in our, experience in real estate, and kind of tap into, the knowledge and the wisdom that, you shine on us. So, I think these uncharted waters is crazy. I mean, I don't know what to expect, right? I go in it and I'm like, whether it's an open house or door knocking, we know the intentions. We go out there, we know it's to set appointments, it's to, meet people, talk to people, help people, but you never know what can happen. So I
Right.
think that's what, that means to me, is like, okay, we're going through these uncharted waters, but we're trying to do it as intentionally as possible.
And that's a really powerful word because I know that I always teach about being intentional. The next word that everybody needs to know, and if you guys are watching live, put down hashtag live. If you're watching on replay, hit hashtag replay. Let us know, say hi to us. We'll say hi back, and share this. Share this with your real estate friends because there's a lot of people out there that deserve an opportunity to make it in this market. And this market is doable. It's just going to be a market of massive action. It's going to be a market of massive action, intentional and premeditated, right? So
Mhm.
when you're talking about the unnavigated or uncharted, navigating the uncharted waters of real estate, it could be as simple as making a decision, right? So you have a seller, and yesterday I was telling everyone, you and I joined forces, and I invited you. I said, listen, why don't we do something? I'm boots on the ground. I'm back here after being international for the last 18 months. Why don't we, why don't we take it to the next level? Why don't we intensify the fire? And as a matter of fact, I will get in the trenches with you because I don't want to be one of those, brokers or one of those CEOs or one of those coaches, trainers, mentors that I'm reading the news to know what's happening in the market. Like I want to be the one that is boots on the ground, in the trenches, talking to the people, finding the people, right? The sellers. And so that's when we said, okay, so let's get this started. And I will go out there and I will show you what I did when I was an agent, talking to expireds and for sale by owners. And, let's capture these transactions and let's put them to good use. Let's convert them. Let's get the leads and let's incubate them and cultivate them and convert them. Let's be a lead hunter, not a lead receiver, because that's what everybody needs to know right now. The days of receiving leads are almost extinct. You got to get out there and hunt. So when we talk about me helping you navigate the uncharted waters of real estate, it's a lot of different things that have to do with, so what do I do if I have a situation with a seller? What do I do if things aren't coming into play? And knowing how to make those fast decisions and jump from one let's just call it one lane to the next, right? It's kind of
Yeah.
like getting on I-75 when you don't know how to drive. Oh my God, you just sit there behind the traffic because you're scared to change lanes. But once you are familiar with the highway, once you are a master at driving, right? You see the lane is backing up. What do? Put on your blinkers and switch lanes. So tell us a little bit more about some of these real life situations that you and I have encountered that me knowing how to guide and lead here, let's do this, let's do that, have helped you so that agents understand the power of having a mentor because that's super powerful in this market.
I mean, there's so many that, you've kind of blown my mind, and in situations where I wouldn't have thought of handling it the way proposed at that moment. And it helps me along the way, because if it happens again, I know that, I kind of almost hear your voice in my head, saying, okay, say this, or okay, do this, so there's been situations that I've been in where I'm like, okay, this is interesting, but I know, what to say or how to say it. So I'm trying to think of one right now, but I really like I'm kind of having a little bit of brain fart. But I will say about this one experience that I had with one of our former agents, where we door knocked on a property, and this person came out, and he had like a bucket full of like a little like painting gear. I don't know. He was just painting or something like that, and he grabbed the door hanger that we had put on the thing, and he's like, "Hey, ladies, these things don't work," and we're like, I'm sorry, who are you? Hi, like I'm just like, my name is Thalia. So we introduce ourselves, and he's like, oh well, I'm actually, the agent that manages this property at the moment. And we're like, oh, so you're painting now? Because this was a property that had expired.
Uh,
So it was funny because he was like very like pessimistic about what we were doing. He's like, these things don't work, and then what would Lucy say? So in that moment, I was like, well, anything you do consistently, you will find results. You just have to keep the momentum going, right? And we know that from your coaching and from your mentoring. So we thought that was a very like interesting experience. I'm like,
yeah, I find that interesting. And you know what? That's one of the biggest challenges is that we are still in a dog eat dog world, right? So you may come across agents that if they have if they have been able to understand what it takes to build their business, okay, they would be empathetic. They would be empathetic about seeing someone out there door knocking, property hunting, leaving their door hangers behind. They would be like, kudos to you guys, great job. I'm happy to see that you guys are out there looking to make it happen. But here is a fellow real estate agent that jumped ship. Now he's painting and he's telling you that this does not work. What authority or expertise does he have to say this does not work? What I could say is exactly what you said, anything done consistently. And that is why mentorship is so important. If you are watching this live or on replay, let us know your comments on mentorship. What do you think about realtors that are out there needing mentorship? I know that it's impossible to get to where you want to go faster by yourself because now you are a lone wolf
hmm,
going through all the trials and tribulations. You're basically on a trial test, right? Let's see what works and let's see what doesn't work. And I can tell you, if you are an agent, as a matter of fact, I'm going to ask if you're a real estate agent and you door knock, kudos to you. If you're out there looking for the people and talking to the people, kudos to you. If you're getting in your car and walking the walk of property hunting, kudos to you. The problem that a lot of agents have is they're not taking the massive action. They're not taking the massive action to get out there and make things happen. And there's no shame in property hunting. There's no shame in going out there and meeting your community and introducing yourself as a real estate professional that is looking to connect with the community and that is there to serve. And that's where we are right now. That's the days that we're living in right now. You got to get out there and you got to go hunt. You
what
have
makes me what makes me think, like, I just think about what if I wasn't, or what if I was an agent that didn't have someone like you in my corner, right? Who maybe just started, maybe watched a few YouTube videos and heard about door knocking, and then they went out and imagine that being their first experience. Like,
right.
I mean, that would probably scare someone out of continuing to do it, because it's like, okay, this guy, he looks like he's been in the business for so long. He's saying it doesn't work. It must not work, right? But of course, that wasn't our mindset at that moment. But I can't help but to think of what could have happened if it was just a new agent, just trying it out, seeing what their flow is, right? So that was an interesting experience for sure.
That was so real quick because I know you have to go, guys. We went out there, visiting for sale by owners and expireds does work. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. If you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, real estate is definitely not it right now. You might as well go get a job, which we all know what it stands for, right? But if you are someone that is looking to scale, number one, you need a mentor. I want to ask this question for everyone that's out there. Do you have, and there's no shame if the answer is no, do you have a proven mentorship program that you are part of? Because that's going to be the difference between getting to where you want to go and just floundering around, floating around, being disengaged, disconnected, uprooted. You need a very solid mentorship program. And that's exactly what, I'm going to be unpacking coming up soon. Yesterday, I put a post. You can go on my Instagram, you can go on my Facebook, and you can listen to the reel that I just shared a little bit about, you know, what is it that I am doing now? And right now, what I am doing is I am bringing together the last 23 years of experience and um, looking for ways to help agents through collaboration build their business. So I'm looking for agents that are hungry to grow. I'm looking for agents that want opportunities that Thalia, basically you and I can offer them. And one of the first ones that I shared with yesterday is, hey, I'm looking for people that want to host open houses because we have more listings coming up pretty soon. We have listings right now that, I mean, we are low on manpower because, you know, we need to hold open houses more often. And we've got these great properties that need to be held open. And I was so shocked how many people are out there wanting to collaborate. It just made me think, I'm like, wow, there's so many agents out there that are open-minded about collaborating. So these are the agents that I want to talk to. Tomorrow I've got a full schedule of talking and connecting to people. And no, I don't need you to come and join me at Q International. I want to do business with people that are ready to do business right now. I'm looking to do business with people that are open-minded about doing business. I'm not looking for people that want to switch, jump around like a grasshopper for the next best, opportunity. No, I mean, things are not the same as they used to be. So when I posted on, hey, I'm looking for agents that want to host open houses and showcase their talent and their skills in front of new customers, I was like, I had people that direct messaging me. I had people texting me because, of course, I put my phone out there. I'm not a secret agent. Listen, I am not a secret agent. I'm here to be found. As a matter of fact, I want to be on everybody's radar because that's the kind of level of, you know um, that's the image that we need to have is you want to be found. And so I've got not just Tuesday, not just tomorrow, but I have Wednesday people that took a slot and we're going to be connecting because I want to meet them. I want to know, okay, tell me about you and tell me about why I should align with you for you to host my open houses. But this is exactly the opportunities that we're having. Now let me ask you this: do open houses work?
They sure do.
If you're going to do them one time, they're not going to work. Don't even waste your time. Stay home, watch a rerun of a Netflix or something. um, but if you're going to get out there consistently, and I was telling Talia this today, open houses work. They absolutely work, but you have to have a mindset of doing it in a premeditated way. So, today was just a quick agents in the trenches. We got busy Thursday and Friday. I told Talia today, Talia, what was the when I sent you the message earlier? I said I need you to keep me what?
Hold, yeah, keep me accountable. Hold me accountable.
You got to hold me accountable. Listen, as much as I know enough to say, you got to keep me accountable, girl. You cannot let me miss 2 days or almost 3 days of agents in the trenches because this is our mission. This is our responsibility. So I raised my hand and I said, you need to hold me accountable too. I give you permission to hold me accountable because we all want to stop, drop, and quit. We
Mhm.
all want to stop, drop, and quit. And winners don't quit and quitters don't win. So I'm giving you public permission to hold me accountable. Put my feet to the fire, girl. I was built for this. We're not here to have pity parties. We're here to have power parties. Who's with me? And if
That's
you're in real
right.
estate, that's exactly what you need to do. So yes, tomorrow I'm connecting with a whole bunch of people. If you are still one of those people, I don't know if there's any slots available, but you can DM me if you want to have a conversation with me so that I can meet you, get to know you, get to like you, get to trust you, and allow you to be part of our success by letting you host our open houses, which we have other properties that we're listing coming up soon. And we're not stopping. We're not stopping, right, Talia? We're not stopping.
No, you have to have an open mind. And if you're like anything like that gentleman that I described earlier today, then this might not be for you. but we're looking for open-minded agents, people who want to collaborate and work together.
Absolutely. There's plenty of money to be made in this market, and you can do it through, a tribe of collaboration, which is what I'm looking for. Like, I literally, why not? I want to be able to tell my sellers, I can hold your house open 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Why not? I mean, what else are realtors doing if they're not out there hunting for properties? What else are you doing? You need to be in the radar of buyers. You need to be on the field. You need to be in this on the scene where people could find you. So yesterday I was like, hold on, we're playing too small over here. What do you mean open houses on the weekends? We need open houses Monday through Friday. You know, 8 hours a day. And no, I'm not telling you you're going to hold an open house for 8 hours, but I know how to pack it, I know how to stack it, and I know how to rack it. And that's what we want to do. We want to stack, pack, and rack our income. And that's why we got to take massive action. So, Tali, I know you got to run. You got to go run and sell that property that we just got listed this weekend officially, right? And
Yes, officially.
tomorrow we need to tell everybody. As a matter of fact, once we get this property sold, we're going to unpack the secret behind the scenes. We're going to unpack how did this come together?
Yeah.
What was it that I was able to help you, and how did we do this together? Because we're definitely living in a new market where I'm looking for a tribe of collaboration. And I love all the people. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone that messaged me, that grabbed the slot tomorrow and Wednesday to connect with me, to talk to me about, Lucy, I want to hold your open houses. How are we going to do this? Because it's time to accelerate. It's time to accelerate. If you're looking to slow down, you're not going to make it. It's time to accelerate, and it's time to take it to the next level.
Awesome, Lucy. Well, thank you so much. And thanks everyone for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow's Agents in the Trenches.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.